Festive season is around the corner and I'm sure many of you must be thinking of buying a new bike. If you are a person who is going to buy his or her first bike and you're planning to buy some bike in segment of 125cc, then you should not miss this video. So here is Bajaj Pulsar N125. Let's understand about this bike.
Chalo, let's ride the bike. So initially I decided to take a small round near the track. It's a rough road and this track is a little bit outside city. And just 1 or 2 days before it was raining, so there was lots of rough patches. Then there was water, a little bit of slush. Overall, bike was very easy to handle in all these things. After this, I plan to go on the track. Of course, this is not a track machine, but definitely I got experience about the road, that how it will perform on turns, and overall handling, braking was apt. Generally, I am thinking more from a commuter point of view.
N series of Bajaj has 150, 160 and 250 segment. Now they have entered 125 segment. 125cc is largest selling segment in India. This bike gets completely new design. Launching N series in 125 is a very smart move, that is what I would say. But this bike has so much more to offer. When I say that this bike is all new, that means this has new chassis, new engine, new graphics, everything is new in this bike. Yes, there are some elements from N series, but this bike is totally new. Now let's understand about the power and handling of this bike. This bike has 12 PS power and 11 Nm torque. This is very decent if you think about a commuter bike. Fuel capacity of this bike is 9.5 liters and efficiency is 60 kilometers per liter. This is really fair compared to other competitors right now in market in 125cc segment. Curb weight of this bike is 125 kg. That makes it very manageable, because if you will see me, I am 5'7", and if I am trying to sit on the bike, I can handle this bike comfortably, and as well as the weight is distributed very well, so this bike becomes very easy to manage. I was riding across these roads, which is a rough road, and I couldn't go in traffic, but here it was quite manageable and I was able to handle the bike very well. For me, in any bike, brakes are very important. This bike has front disc brake and in rear it has drum brake. Pulsar N125 comes with two variants, that is LED disc BT and LED disc. Now let's talk about design. So this has a very quirky and interesting design. LED disc BT, this variant has 3 colors, that is red, purple and neon, and LED disc version, that is the other version, has 4 colors. I am really happy with the graphics that are done on this bike. This time they have made these hexagonal designs. Look and feel of this bike is good. Now I really want to specifically talk about LED disc BT graphics. They are really interesting graphics which they have created. They also have this cutout 125cc written on the bike, as well as the most important part, the color purple. Like, you will think, why purple color? There are so many bikes with so many regular colors which we have, but there is an emotion attached to this color. That is the first generation Pulsar with the round light. You must have seen those bikes when they came in. There was one specific color that was silver and purple, and to get that nostalgia hit, this color they have created, and I am really happy with that thought process that Pulsar has taken up and chose purple color as one in this segment. Other than that, design is really good. If you will see the neon color, it is inspired from the game, that is Cyberpunk. Next and most important, let's talk about its other features. It has side stand as well as main stand. It can also have a kickstart and self-start. So these things are very important when you think about a commuter bike. Let's talk about console of this bike. N125 variant LED disc BT comes with full monochrome LCD, and LED disc comes with a small LCD console, and this actually suffices all your needs. This bike has charging point, which is, I feel, is an essential need for any biker right now. And most important, it has Bluetooth connectivity. That is the reason variant name is BT. This bike has LED lamp and DRLs are merged with the lamp. In front it has telescopic suspension and in rear it has monoshock suspension. I was practically riding on a very rough road when I started to ride, and then I went on the track behind me. It was not giving any jerks and it was very easy to ride even on the rough road. I also went into a little slush, a little mud. Now I am again going to go on track. This bike also have one new feature, that is idle stop system, where when you are maybe at a signal or when you are just halting your bike and you are at a neutral and you just, if you leave your clutch after a certain time it will disengage and engine will stop. The moment you will engage your clutch, bike will again start and then you can take the forward movement. This was one system which is very common in cars, but now it is also there in bike, as well as it also has, it is not that it can be kept on, it is as per your wish. So it has a engage and disengage button here with which you can have the idle stop system activated or deactivated. Now let's talk about main question, that is what is the price of this bike. So LED disc BT version comes for 98,707 rupees and LED disc version comes for 94,707 rupees. This bike has definitely come up to give competition to other bikes in this segment. Let's understand this bike is for whom. Like I said, that this bike is for a person who is planning to buy their first bike, who is planning to go to college, or even for people who are just going to use it for regular commuting. No off-road, no touring, nothing, just regular commuting. This bike is going to give you very ease in riding, then it has exact power, it has exact control, as well as it has peppy looks, which makes it a very beautiful and pretty bike for 125 segment. If you're planning to buy a bike which you need just for commuting, then this bike is going to get all work done at a very basic price. Now let's talk about what could have been better. I personally feel that we are in a world where we should actually have ABS in all the machines. So this bike, maybe, I'm sure about it, but still I'm saying maybe, Pulsar will later come and make ABS available in these machines. It should not be a task for them, but that is just one thing which I feel could have been better. Other than that, design, feel, refinement of the engine, weight of this bike and how it was performing on track, on rough patch is really good. So I'm very happy with the bike, and I'm sure if you'll take test ride and if you plan to buy, you will also be very happy about it. As this is a commuter bike and you will practically be riding it on normal roads and rough roads where your speed will be around 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, and for that these brakes will work really fine. I tested this bike on track as well as on the rough road. I couldn't take it outside, but what I can say is that this bike is really apt for 125cc and it is going to give a tough competition to its competitor in this market. And this festive season, you can definitely plan to buy this bike if you're planning for 125cc or a commuter bike. I hope you must have enjoyed this video and you must have got some value out of it. If you have any queries or any technical specifications you need to know, then do mention it in comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care. Say hi. Kasla cute, huh? See hi.